everybody, it's Lori with Main Street Gardener, and today I'm up here working in my shade garden, one of my favorite spots in my garden. And what I want to do today is actually create my center container for my table. So I had some beautiful daffodils in all these little containers and in this large white container up until just a couple weeks ago. And I did pull those daffodils. They actually had started to rot because we've had so much rain and freezing cold weather. But it is finally warming up. The 10-day forecast looks great. I think spring is finally arriving for real. So today I've got some beautiful plants that I want to try to fill this container with and maybe a couple others. So I've been growing some impatience. They don't look super healthy, but I think when they get out of these little pots, they're going to do great. They are blooming. I'm going to pinch the blooms back today. But I've got 2 trays of impatience. I also have a couple that I picked up when I recently went to the local �𝐋𝐋𝐋𝐖 growers. You may want to check out that video. We have a grower about 45 miles from us, and it's amazing. So in my bucket, I have a couple more impatience. So if you've ever grown impatiens, let me know if you have any trick to them. I may have started them a little too early, but I just found they just got kind of yellow and weak. I have been fertilizing them, but I'm hoping once they're in the containers, they're going to take off. Now, I have 2 of these gorgeous hostas, but if you look close, there are actually 2 plants in this container. So I'm going to try to divide these. It's better to divide them now than waiting till they get too large. So I thought those were beautiful. And then I had to pick up these yellow begonias. So these are not the ones from Proven Winners. So these are just a regular annual, the little soft, and I don't expect these to get huge. Now, if you're familiar with the Proven Winners begonias, they can grow and get very large. But if you just purchase begonias like at a big box store, kind of an off-brand, they typically don't get as huge. So I'm hoping that these stay a little petite and just give us that touch of yellow. So I was really excited. I wanted to do this in kind of yellows and greens and whites and maybe just a little pop of pink. I haven't decided if I'm going to add the pink or not. So I've got a couple of those. Then I also have some ferns. Now a couple of these got caught by the cold snap, but I'll just trim that off. So I have some beautiful fern foliage. I love to do ferns in containers. I have a heuchera, and then I have some tiny hostas that just really got wilted and pitiful from our cold snap and from being out in the sun. So I think once I get these in a shaded spot, they're going to perk right up and be great. So probably more plants than of course will fit in this container, but I have a hay rack that I also need to fill, and I have some other containers back here in the shade garden. So I'm just going to get started. I do need to empty out this container. I've got some dirt. I've got dirt from these containers because these were just planted literally a couple of weeks ago. So I'm actually going to dump them in my bucket. I love my little thrifty plastic tub, and I'm just going to dump that soil out. It is perfectly fine. It had nothing in it but daffodils. So I'm going to get started, get this space cleaned up, ready to go, and then we'll start planting. All right, let's get started. Okay, so for this gorgeous hosta, this is the Shadowland Autumn Frost hosta. And we're just going to give it a little pinch. You can see, well, the roots are pretty malleable. So I'm going to take my 𝐅𝐼𝐋𝐋𝐖 and I'm just going to come in and divide it. So dividing a hosta, you can do this time of year. And if you buy one at the garden center and it has 2 plants, you can absolutely divide it. So I'm just going to use this 𝐅𝐼𝐋𝐋𝐖 knife. You could also use kind of a shovel, and you just want to come in, kind of break those roots. And it actually is better for the plant. Now you can see there's little shoots there, but we're going to leave those. So it's a good way if you're at the garden center, look for a container that might have 2 or 3 plants in it, and that way you can divide it and get more than one. And just going to put it right there, kind of at the edge. Now I'm going to add some more soil, but we're just going to start with that. And then I do want one of the ferns in the arrangement. I'm going to just cut off the parts that got a little winter damage. We're just going to cut those off. And otherwise, I think it's beautiful. I love ferns, and I love to have them back here in the shade garden. All right, this one's a little damp, and ooh, it's got some great roots. So we're going to put this probably a little bit closer to the center. Yeah, I'm just going to wedge it in there. Get the soil all around it, tucked in. So these are kind of my 2 larger components. Now I could put a heuchera in for some color, and if I didn't want to use annuals, but I think in this instance I want to fill this with some annuals. So what I'm going to do is add some more soil, and then we're just going to come in and put our annuals in. Now for this container, I don't want a spiller, and I don't really necessarily want like a thriller or anything like that. This is just a really nice soft shade container that is just going to be beautiful throughout the season. And I just want it to have a little bit of brightness back here because the shade garden can get a little dark during the season. Okay, so we've got our 2 core elements. Now we're going to go in with these gorgeous annuals. Okay, so I'm going to start with the begonias. Aren't those just beautiful? Begonias are so hardy. And I'm going to take a little bit of the soil and roots off. They will continue to grow. It's kind of like root pruning. And I am just going to tuck these in right here at the edge. I'm going to make sure that there is soil up against the container. And then all this extra soil will just go right around those guys. Just bring that in. Oh, that is going to be so beautiful. Now I'm just going to turn and continue to add. So I think next I want to do the beautiful impatience. So we're just going to come in. So now I'm going to pop in some of the impatiens that I grew because I do think they have beautiful roots and I do think that they'll take off. So I'm just going to come in, use my 𝐅𝐼𝐋𝐋𝐖 here. These were hardened off, so I've had them in my cold frame. And so I think that pop-up pink is going to be really pretty. And then let's go ahead and add another white. Soil was a little dry. These had not gotten watered today. But again, I can't wait to see how they grow. It was fun to start these from seed. So now we've got the yellow on the back side, and I think I want to go ahead and add another yellow begonia. All right, that's going to do great. Now I'm going to come around here, and I think I'm going to take another, let's do pink. Here's a little impatience that I grew. Isn't that sweet? It's really beautiful. And I'm just going to tuck this kind of back here so it will be a little surprise peeking out. Oh, I think that's going to be so pretty. All right, so let me show you how this sweet little arrangement turned out. I think it's going to be beautiful. You have to envision it with some pops of pink, lots of white and yellow. I think it's just going to be really nice back here on this table. It's going to give it a lot of brightness. Now, what I typically do back on my fence is I usually do 2 ferns, and then I fill this center basket with coleus and ferns and just all kinds of things. I think this year I want to do some caladiums to bring out some whiteness, and then lots of ferns. So I'm waiting for the caladiums to come. I don't like to do them from, I guess they're corms or bulbs. I haven't had good success, so I'm going to wait till I can get those at the store. But really happy with this. Think it turned out beautiful. I love this large container. It is kind of heavy, but I think it just really grounds the space and adds a lot of color and texture